What's going on, guys and gals? My name's Sean, and if you landed here, you're watching Scar My Guitar. What's going on, everybody? Good to see you back. Now, here lately, we kind of got messed around with the Reaper, but today, we got a certified Fender Squier in the house. Yes, sir, we got a genuine, bona fide Fender Squier in the house today. Woo, doggy, a Fender Squier. Now, there's a bunch of guys in the comments that are going to tell you that the guitar we're about to look at is what you should buy your beginner because it's going to be pretty good straight out the box. Yeah, I've been hearing this stuff, so I'm trying to get all excited like I'm 10 years old again. And I'm waiting on that guitar under the Christmas tree. Yep, I've been waiting months to get my guitar, and I know it's under the Christmas tree. And that's all good, but see, my channel's not really for kids. It's for us modders. Because they also sit down there in the comments and tell you, these are the best guitars you can mod. And I have not looked at this guitar yet. It is still in the box right now. Now there's 380 something videos on this channel. Every one of them is me playing with some different guitar. And that's only a fraction of the guitars that I've handled since I've posted all these videos. And I want it to be clear, crystal clear, that we buy the guitars on this channel. Oh, you didn't know that? And according to you guys, this is the one with all the greatest resale value too. If you buy a Fender Squier, you still got a little resale value. Now, I don't know if that's true, because I sell a lot of cheap guitars that I buy on Amazon. And I don't have any problem selling them. None. And these guys don't know who I am. They don't know what I do. Yep, they come over here and they don't know I can make a guitar or fix a guitar or do whatever it is I do to guitars. They don't know. Now you're going to say, oh, they only like the cheap guitar because you set it up. Yeah, but they all need set up, man. I mean, that $900 Fender that I got for my birthday last year needed to be set up. Yeah, it actually needed a little fretwork to go along with it. $900 guitar. And I've been in love with Fender guitars for a long time. I'm talking about for a long time. I have been playing Fender guitars. And I'm going in this review with high hopes because this is a Fender Squier. But I mean, I can sit here and do all this all day. But I really want to just show you this. And what this is a box from Amazon, but was delivered by UPS. And it's got a big dent in it here. I don't know if that's going to matter. There's a huge dent where somebody dropped it or kicked it or whatever they do to them. But the rest of it don't look too bad. Yeah, it don't look too bad, but we want to see what's inside of it. What's in this guy? A box inside of a box. That's what I thought. Dun, 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 dun. It's yellow. Now I thought this was gonna be like a gray color.
Something different. You get the same thing every time.
Should be no surprise here. Yep, no surprise here. That's a weird looking fretboard. What is that? Wait, what? The string. What? Look where the string is. It's under the fret, man. It's literally under the fret, straight out of the box. Now hang on just a dang minute. Sean, you expect me to believe that Squier came with the dang string under the fret like that, man? Really? Bro, look. You've seen it for yourself. And I'm not even editing anything. I didn't make that string be like that. And I'm way more disappointed than you are. Because this is my beloved Fender that I'm seeing this from. Yeah, man, no joke, dude. I did not set this up this way. This is what's going on. Cathy, I gotta tell you, man. You got weird choice for colors in guitars.
It was the first yellow one we've had, and I was just trying to do something different.
This thing ain't even banana yellow. It's a weird yellow. These must be made in the Best Choice factory. Because it's got all that same crap all over it that guitar had. Now that's a really cool looking fretboard, man. But the string is definitely hung up under there. Look. Yeah, it's hung up under there good. That headstock's somewhere between modern and vintage, I don't know. And I'm surprised to see that little plastic in the truss rod access hole. But man, that fretboard looks cool, don't it? I think they said this is laurel wood. But with all those little holes and stuff in it, that looks like black palm to me. Yeah, this is what black palm looks like right here. But I don't know, what do I know? What difference does it make? The wood has no effect on the sound. This is made in Indonesia. But I'm going to tell you this right now. It says it's the Fender Sonic series, Mustang Sonic. This looks just like the bullet to me. Exactly like a Fender bullet. Yep, just checking it out. Straight out of the box, there's a giant gap. See that? Between the body and the neck. Now, I'd be lying to you if I told you I'm a little guy. I am a big guy. But this thing is thin. Look at that. That is one thin guitar body. Man, that's a thin body for such an expensive $200 guitar. I mean, at $200, it's not even stringed through the body. Yeah, I know why they didn't put them ferrules in there. Because that body's so thin, they'd come straight out the front. Man, here's something that's blowing my mind. Look at the dots. Look how skinny the fretboard is. There is no fretboard hardly on this thing. Man, that's a thin fretboard for a $200 guitar. I have lost all hope for this guitar to play well. Now, what I'm showing you is all real stuff. That's straight out of the box, man. You can believe it if you want to, but when you buy one of these guitars, you're going to see for yourself that this is some trash. But we're going to get off that table, play it unplugged anyway. All right, I got the buttermilk banana Squier all tuned up for you. Now, it's got a bow in the neck. It's not that bad. It's still playing pretty good, honestly. Even though it does. Cathy and her colors, man. Yeah, the neck goes this way. It's not coming out. It's going around this way. So it's got the strings real low to the fretboard, but... there goes that string off the fretboard. That sucks for a beginner. And at this point in time, I can't really keep it in tune either. But I gotta tell you, even with its issues, still playing pretty good. So I'm starting to get my hopes back up. No, not really. No, it's not really getting my hopes up again. It just feels cheap. I don't know how else to explain that to you. It's got a super skinny neck on it. The body's real thin. It's like holding on to nothing. I was having a super hard time getting it to stay in tune after stretching the strings. And I'm not keeping that guitar. It's going back to Amazon. We're going to go ahead and get it off that table, take the pickguard off and do all that good stuff we do to it, and I'm going to play it in the end and all that. But no day of the week, to me, is that a $200 guitar. I mean, if you think that guitar is worth $200, after all that, you might as well get up out of that chair you're sitting in, go on in there and slap your wife, because she's married to a real dummy.
What? What did I tell you about calling people on YouTube a dummy?
Okay, honey, I'll edit that out, don't worry. Bro, if it looks like a duck, acts like a duck, wax it.
Quack, quack, dummy.
Bro, I'm being dead serious when I'm telling you, this Fesley is killing that guitar. And you know how I feel about Fesley. This guitar right here, it's heads and tails above it. And I think it's like $139. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Glary or Irwin or Claxton or whatever they're calling themselves this week has a better version of that guitar than Fender Squier does. Yeah, straight up, had I went in Guitar Center and played that guitar first, I would have never bought that guitar. Hey, stop. Don't pay attention to what's on my shirt. Pay attention to me before you go buying one of these raggedy guitars. Yeah, man, for real, pay attention, because I'm trying to save you from that. See, in today's guitar market, that guitar don't stand a chance for $200. Yeah, that's probably gonna only be worth that to some old guy that ain't hip to what's going on. Because like I said, in today's cheap guitar market, man, for $200, that's a joke. Literally a joke. Now, with everything we already know about this guitar, we still gotta tear into it, and it ain't gonna do it itself. So that's enough flip-flapping. Let's make it happen. You guys ain't gotta see me take these strings off. You know how we do it. Alright, I guess we'll start with this bridge. The screw's stripped out on the first one. Completely stripped out. So's the second one. Wow. Just wow. That one too. They all are. Show you how to get these screws out if they ever do this to you. Beloved Fender Squier, huh? Be dang, they were all good. See what kind of good garbage Fender's got. So instead of one thick magnet on the bottom of the pickups, they put two skinny ones on each side of the pole pieces and make them longer. I don't know if that's supposed to make it sound better or what. And I don't mind this switch. I think this is a better switch, actually. Nice, big, open, dirty. I don't even know what to say about this. Look at the route, guys. Fender, you should be ashamed of yourself for letting this leave the factory this way. Literally. And I read somewhere this should have good Korean pots in it. I'm anxious to see it. Let's see, does it? It does. Score 1 for the Squier. Made in Korea. Does Fender have a hole? They got stripped screws. I know that. Stripped screws in the neck and the bridge. No wonder it wouldn't stay in tune. Look, totally stripped. All of them. Halfway stripped. Is there a hole here? No, sir. See, Fender don't do that. Why is everybody else? Let's see what we got for neck pocket. Ooh. Yuck. It got something on it. Some kind of treatment. Man, whatever they put on it to treat it, it's really deep. But judging by its weight and what little bit of the grain I can see, I'm going to say this is poplar. I can see why it was raised up. You see all this crap here sticking up out of the screw holes? Yeah, that's going to keep the neck from sitting flush in the pocket every time. Just knock it off. Got an extra hole here. I don't know what that's for. Maybe to sit it on the CNC machine or something. I'm going to put these toothpicks in here just to give it a little extra grip on them screws. Still returning it, but whoever gets it next, at least it won't be bad for them. Now here's the craziest thing I want you to see. They actually did knock some of the edges off of the frets there, if you notice, but they're still sharp, and they left a little, you see the little piece of the fret that's hanging off of the edge there? That's what's catching the string. It's that kind of thing. But if you look, they're also flat. Somebody leveled them. They didn't crown them back. They just polished them. You see where they polished them looking like this? They literally polished these frets looking like this. And look at how beat up they are. Let's check the levelness of this. I think it's 24 inch if I'm not mistaken. I don't know for sure. Put it in the comments what the scale is. But you can see the air down here. Like I was telling you, the guitar neck goes like this. There's plenty of air there. Just let the relief up, see what happens. One quick turn flattens him up to the core. Now I'm not fixing these frets. Like I said, it's going back, but we'll see if they're level anyway. That one's very suspect. It's not clacking, but still rolling around in there without touching the other ones. Very scratchy, those guys. Scratchy again. Little rock there. Pretty good fret job though. Absolutely. They leveled them good, but they did not crown them back. I'm not doing it either. Let's add these to these bridge holes too. Remember we were talking about the strings lining up on the fretboard and stuff correctly. Here's your Squiers line up at you. Yep. It's even wonky up here on the string trees. Look at how they did that. Yeah, it's pretty amazing, this $200 guitar. Alright, the Sonic Mustang. Or the Bullet Mustang. In case you didn't hear that earlier. In case you're one of them video skipping guys. Yeah, this is just a Fender Bullet Mustang, but they call it the Sonic now. It's the same thing. It's really light, and it does feel like a toy. But it's loud. Watch. I keep hitting the switch. Every time I strum this guitar, I'm hitting that switch. But just me getting the bolts tightened in here, the neck flat in the pocket, just a basic little setup's got it playing way better. It's really loud. A lot of stuff rattling and buzzing though. See, when you have these kind of bridges that aren't stringed through, what happens is the string goes through here and it goes under the saddle, and then it pulls up on the saddle from the back, and then it pulls tension back down on it in the front. And your screws never connect good with the bridge, and they just kind of rattle around on there. Hear it? That's the bridge. I don't know if you can hear it. I just think it should be string through for 200 bucks. Let's turn it up some. Bridge pickup. Now I'm hearing some kind of ring there, but I can live with it. Sounds pretty dang good. Yeah, those pickups sound good, man. Yeah, it sounds good. Let's try the middle. Okay, so they've done this guitar in total reverse. They did the neck and the body trashy, and they gave it a good set of pickups. And that's why they're charging you $1.99 for this thing. Because it sounds fat. It sure does. Let's try the neck. sounds good. Yeah, it's so nice to be able to show the guitars for what they really are on this channel. So what's my real final thoughts on this thing? I think it's a good guitar, but I think it needs multiple things done to it for it to be a $200 guitar. Like I said, man, that's only believable to some old guy that don't know what's going on. And before you go flying off at the mouth saying that Squier is gonna keep its resale value better than another one, it's just not true anymore. Yeah, it used to be, but it's not now. This ain't 20 years ago. Bro, you need to order you a Firefly or a Sinstar. Man, I could just name a bunch of guitars that are gonna resell just as good as that junk we just looked at. Cause the other brands that I just mentioned, bro, they got guitars for 150, 160, 180 bucks that are smashing that in the ground. And they really are. I'm talking about if their guitar costs $200, it's as good as any $800, $900 guitar Fender makes. Real talk. So now that I've done this video, please stop telling me about how great Squier is in the comment section. Please. Yeah, I don't know. I just know that ain't no $200 guitar. And I really appreciate you watching. So does Cathy. And I hope to see you in the next one. But until I do see you again, don't you touch my Scar guitar.